Hello everyone, in today's lesson we will be going through how to convert improper fractions to mixed number fractions. And if you have a look at this example over here, you've got 3 over 2 is equal to 1.5. 3 over 2 is your improper fraction because your numerator is larger than your denominator, and 1.5 is your mixed number fraction. I'm going to give you a few examples. Let's get started. Right, so for the first example, you have 3 over 2 or 3 divided by 2. So that means 3 is being divided by 2. So I'm going to write my little working out over here. When you are going to divide 3 by 2, you're going to have to think of how many times 2 is going to go into 3. So I know that 2 is going to go into 3 one time. So your quotient is 1, and then you are going to have a remainder of 1. So your quotient, this number at the top, will become your number in your mixed number fraction. Then you are going to have denominator would stay the same, 2 is 2, and your remainder will become your numerator in your mixed number fraction. All right, so let's go through the next example. Again, 5 is being divided by 4. So I'm going to write this down over here. 5 is being divided by 4. 4 goes into 5 one time. Then your remainder is 1, and your quotient is 1. So your quotient becomes the number at the front. Denominator stays the same. Then your remainder, the number at the bottom, goes at the top as your numerator for your mixed number fraction. All right, let's try again. The next one. All right, I'm going to try to do this so that I'm going to put my working out in bubbles so that they don't blend in together. Right, for this one, 13 is being divided by 6. Right, it's a big question. I'm going to have to think. How many times 6 goes into 13? 6 goes into 13 2 times. But what is 6 times 2, which is 12? So now, you're going to have your remainder of 1 over here. So your quotient number 2 is your number in your mixed number fraction, and then your denominator stays the same and your remainder is 1 over here. All right, let's have a look at the next question. 10 is being divided by 3 over here. So 3 goes into 10 3 times because I know that 3 times 3 is 9. Right, so I'm going to have my remainder of 1. So 3, my quotient at the top becomes the number. Then 3, denominator is over here. Then I've got my remainder as numerator for my new fraction. And then the next one, 7 is being divided by 2. So 7 divided by 2. 2 goes into 7 3 times. All right, I know 3 times 2 is 6. And then I've got my remainder of 1. Then I've got 3 is my quotient, becomes the number. The denominator stays the same. Remainder is 1. Right. At this point, I'm going to ask you to pause the video. Then I want you to have a go at these questions. Then come back to the video and check your answers. Right. So 4 divided by 2. 4 is being divided by 2. So 2 goes into 4 2 times. Now, 2 times 2 is 4. So you have no remainder over here. So it would just be 2. And also you need to know that 4 divided by 2 is just 2. Now, 7 divided by 4. So I'm going to have to do this over here. And right, 4 goes into 7 one time, and my remainder is 3. So it would be 1, 3 over 4. Then the next question is 12 divided by, I'm going to run out of space over here. 5 goes into 12 2 times, so I'm going to have my 10 over here. Then I've got my remainder of 2. So my answer is 2 2/5. I'm going to see if I can work. I'll just use the space here. All right, so 17 divided by 5. 5 goes into 17 3 times. And My remainder is 3. So your answer is 3/5. Right, my last question. I'm not gonna show you this short division anymore. I'm gonna give you straight away. I know that 10 goes into 16 one time. Denominator will stay the same, and my remainder would be 6. Right? If you can do that, please have a go at this, right, without writing this down. But if you cannot do that, I highly suggest you are writing this working out down in your book so that you understand how all of these work. All right, so I want you to have a go at these questions, and thanks for listening, guys.